G'day guys, Sam here from Repco. Today we're lucky enough to have Phil with us from Narva. Phil's going to run us through the range of Narva Ultima 215 LED driving lights. Phil, this is the flagship light of the Narva range. Please tell me what makes it so good.
Yep, thanks Sam. Yeah, the Narva Ultima 215 was designed and engineered in our labs in Melbourne. They deliver an impressive 20,000 lumens per pair, taking the light to 900 metres at 1 lux. The bracket design is actually a very important feature of this product. It's a high strength cast aluminium that's anodised before powder coating for maximum durability, and it's also been designed to make it adjustable without tools.
Yeah, okay, so there's this little knob on the side which is adjusted by hand.
That's correct. Normally you'd need an Allen key or something like that, which can be difficult to find if you need to change the pitch of your driving lights. You can simply adjust it by turning the knob and adjusting the pitch of your lights.
Yeah, perfect, okay. And it's got a lens on the front as well.
That's right. So the lens itself internally is made from a virtually unbreakable polycarbonate, and then the cover itself is also made of the same type of material for maximum protection. Should a stone kick up and hit your light, it's not going to break.
One of the other things that I love about covers on any lights is that, you know, if you want to give them a really good clean, you can pop the cover off, give it the clean, pop it back on, and the light's pretty much brand new.
That's correct, yeah. And also, while we're speaking of this area, there are 3 different coloured trim rings that come inside the box, and you can change that simply by popping the protective cover off, undoing the screws in the bezel, and then pop the blue trim ring off and change it out to yellow, red or black, and doing that won't affect the sealing of the light. I think there's 3 really key important features of a good driving light. So one's obviously the chip that delivers the light. There's also a driver inside that controls the LEDs. And then you've got the optic, which is the reflector around each LED. Now, to deliver the performance that we get out of the Ultima 215, we need to use the best quality components. And the optic is also engineered to deliver what we call a hybrid beam pattern. So this light pattern will throw light 900 metres down the road, but also throw it 60 metres wide. 900 metres down the road, there'll be enough light that you can read all the details on the packaging of this product.
Yeah, okay. And you reference that as a lumen or a...
That's 1 lux.
Okay. And
Yep.
so what's the difference between a lumen and a lux?
Yep, so a lux is 1 lumen per square metre, and lumen is a measure of light.
Let's touch on some of the testing that you've done on the light. So it's IP rated, and you do all of your testing, you know, down in Melbourne.
That's correct, yep. So we have a pretty impressive laboratory down in Melbourne where we do all our IP testing. So IP refers to ingress protection, and the Ultima 215 achieves an IP66 and 67 IP rating, and that means it's dust proof, it's waterproof, and it's also able to be submerged up to 1 metre. Another test that we perform in the lab is a thermal shock test. So this can simulate extreme temperatures, hot and cold, and the product can be baked at, say, 80 degrees for a period of time to get the heat properly soaked through it, and then it can be dropped into a freezer at extremely low temperatures just to test all the effects of expansion and contraction. So after we've gone through all this testing, the lights are completely stripped apart to see if there's been any effect from the dust or rain or any of the tests we put them through, so we can ensure that we deliver the best quality light that we can.
And there's a cool little light across the bottom as well.
Yeah, so down the front here we have a position light, and that can be wired into your accessories so it's on constantly, or you can wire it into your park light. Now, it's not a daytime running light. A daytime running light needs to be bright during the day and then dim when you turn your headlights on. This will be at a constant light output similar to a park light.
Yeah, okay. And again, it's really important to make sure that you check with your local authorities to determine which lights are appropriate for your vehicle for which state you're in. If you'd like to put a set of Narva Ultima 215s on your vehicle, chuck them in your cart now.